Welcome, or in Inuktitut, Tunga Sugit. I'm Marion Lawson McDonald, one of the Indigenous Education Leads for the Catholic District School Board of Eastern Ontario, and this year we're focusing on Inuit learning. So to support that learning, one of the things that we're doing is we're going to send a video to schools of this book, Sky Sisters, which is the Inuit myth of the Northern Lights. So we're doing an art project with Paula Di Stefano on the Northern Lights that would support this learning in your classroom. Another book that would support that learning is Painted Skies, and it would also inspire the artwork itself for your students. And so I would like to introduce Paula Di Stefano and let her begin her project with you.
Hi, I'm Paula Di Stefano, and I'm the grade 7 and 8 arts teacher at St. Joseph's Catholic Secondary School. Today I'm going to demonstrate how you can create a visual arts project that features the Northern Lights. The materials required for this project are soft pastels in a variety of colors, oil pastels in black and white, metallic pens in silver or gold, a glue stick, black paper in the size of your choice, and a colored paper to create a mat in a color of your choice. So to begin, you can either choose to face your paper the portrait format or the landscape format. The student can decide which format they prefer. And you can start with a horizon. Some may prefer to start with a pencil if they feel more comfortable to start that way, or to use the soft pastel. After that, you're going to start creating these beautiful Northern Lights. So you're going to choose from the colors that you've chosen from your art pack. There are plenty of blue and green shades in the Northern Lights, so I've chosen a lot of those types of shades, and a little bit of purple as well, and white is always good to blend in with the other colors. So you take your soft pastels and create these ribbons of color. You want to press hard enough so that that pastel comes out onto your page. The effect of the Northern Lights is achieved by simply rubbing the pastel line in an upward motion and as you can see, the more pastel you have on the page, the easier it will be to blend that color going upwards. So feel free to add any more color as required to achieve that effect. Okay, and you will continue adding ribbons of color to create the Northern Lights. You don't want to go in a back and forth motion because that will blend the colors too much and you will not end up with this effect. You want to make sure that you are spreading the color in an upward motion. Okay, and this, if the color does spread, it can be wiped away with a tissue. To create this ribbon effect, you would spread the color on one side and then on the other to create that effect of looking like a ribbon. Okay, so you are spreading the color on one side and then the other. This just kind of adds a little bit of variety to those lights in the sky. Students of all ages can create this effect using the chalk pastel. Of course, the older students will have more control over the spreading of the color. However, the younger students can still be successful in creating these beautiful colors in the sky. And the soft pastels are always a fun tool to use for students of all ages. Once they've created the colors in the sky, they can add some details. You can add some Arctic animals as you wish. Different types of bears or wolves would be appropriate for this. The older students may want to draw their own silhouette, whereas the younger ones may appreciate having a template to use for their artwork. So here I have a little template of a little bear that has been cut out. I'm going to use the oil pastel to color him in lightly with a black. Now I didn't color him in too dark because I want him to stand out over the very dark black paper. So you don't want it to be too dark. And then you can spread the color just with your finger, rub it in. Okay, adding more color as you wish. So the harder that you press with your finger, the more that pastel color will spread until you achieve a look that you are happy with. Okay, and it doesn't need to look too perfect. You want that color just to blend in here and there. Following that, you can take a white pastel and just put a few highlights on the bear. Just a few highlights here and there. It'll help the silhouette stand out a little more against the black background. All right, so you've got your Arctic animal, and then you can glue on your Arctic animal wherever you wish. Okay, so my bear is going to sit right there. Following that, we want to add some stars. So we're going to use the metallic markers. Students can choose a gold or a silver as they wish, or they may choose to combine both colors. So we're just going to create little stars here and there. You may want to review ahead of time how to create a star shape and some ways that the students can do that. I also added just some little dots here and there that go along with the stars. I like to put the stars in little clusters, little groups of stars here and there. And I would suggest not adding too many, because sometimes less is more, and a few stars here and there sort of creates that magical effect in the sky. I added just a few wisps of grass down below, again with the metallic marker. And there you have it, the Northern Lights. The last thing that you want your students to do is sign their work. It's always an exciting part when you get to sign your finished work, and I suggest that they would do that with either a white or a yellow colored pencil, just so that it will show up against the black. And there you have it, the Northern Lights.